eating. I crave blood.
Intestines throb. Blood.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you. Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, but yet full. Chains I use to buy my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
What's that?
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
At least things have stayed interesting. Something over there.
My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. There she is, in all her glory. Jubelin Stelmane, my old partner.
No traps, please.
Don't be shy.
What to do?
No fresh vegetables? Damn the absolute.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. We did, didn't we? Never thought I'd begrudge being alive. Alas, I've got nothing in my pockets but lint and disappointment. Back in the Grove, I'd have taken you up on that. But my situation has changed somewhat. So how about this? Alan puts swill in the bottles, but I know where he keeps the good stuff. Here. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I need to get back to work before Alan throws a fit, but stick around. You brighten the place up. What can I get you? Make it as easy as possible and leave a big tip. Thanks. Check the roof. But you didn't hear that from me. Enjoy. Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime.
Attention!
Great. Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime. My faith will guide me.
Eating strange mushrooms can be dangerous, you know. At least let's talk about it first.
Nothing hurts.
No time to dally.
Eating strange mushrooms can be dangerous, you know. At least let's talk about it first.
No one back home will ever believe this.
As you choke down the acrid mushroom, a memory embraces your unlovable carcass. You see a grand collection. Shelves of jarred, floating, pickled organs neatly labelled. Taxidermied beasts and men, elegantly displayed from your killings. A study no doubt arranged neatly by your gentleman's gentle goblin, as you and your butler perform a vivisection. Scelaritas's claws slips, calipers cutting the aorta of the living, screaming victim. With a hiccup, you discover him to be drunk yet again from imbibing the tonsil stone pickling water. The memory fades, and you are left alone.
Voss is waiting beneath the city. We'll apprise him of our progress once we have the Orphic hammer in hand. Darling?
Baldur's Gate. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elf Song Tavern! Not hiding, silly. Performing. And what better audience is there than the entirety of Baldur's Gate? Lakrissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you... I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer. A minor detail. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the elf song. Mainly because only the elf song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards, the best in the realms, to usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dared to dream big enough. You're going to make me cry, damn you. Here. My very first lute, tuned to perfection. Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a stumbling bard in a druid's grove find her spark again.
Ah, you found my hiding spot. Not a word to Alan. He doesn't believe in things like breaks. Or eating.
Lakrissa, I'd be more than happy to help you out at work. I could...
No, focus on your music. Besides, I'll be living a life of luxury when your school takes off. Right? I keep telling her that.
Lakrissa!
All right. The hero and I will stop teasing. For now. A rich arsehole sent his drink back 3 times. So I spat in his last one.
Lakrissa!
He said it was delicious.
That's curious.
Rent is due soon. I was thinking I could do some busking.
No need. I picked up some extra shifts.
You didn't have to do that.
I know. I wanted to. You just focus on your music.
That might be worth a look.
Strange bottle. Even stranger smell.
We made it, Lakrissa.
Damn right. And not even pissy druids or cursed shadows could stop us. Nah, you'd have been fine without me. But a company.
Yazie's ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. I tell you what. The murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one. More asses and chairs means more coin in my pouch. You got yourself a deal. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit...
Speaks well, that envoy, Tash. Excellent rhetorician.
He's a man of the people, too. Promised at least 100 more watches before the year is out.
Good. Once Gortash clears off the cultists, we'll still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
He'll manage. There's nothing that man can't do.
When my break comes, I'm going to play with the kitchen cats. I don't care what it all says.
In my opinion, we should have a still watching everybody around.
Don't be smart with me. Thank you. Stories, get them right here.
My God! Is that Fitz?
Karlach Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it?
Fitz! If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago?
Neverwinter? Who told you that?
Gortash. Said you didn't even give notice.
Ha! That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Karlach, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one in a few months. Are the two of you together?
Uh-huh. Isn't he handsome?
Absolutely. You're well suited. I can tell just by looking at you. Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock. Great to have you back, Carla.
Still in control. Just. Still breathing, despite everything.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
Designated citizens will please stand
Here's it. Latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite. That Lord Gortash should have his own column. Never mind just an interview.
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs. Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best, until the Red Man visited. A dwarf, all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese. Yes, tasty. He didn't need them anymore. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
Something over there. This is a ritual killing.
Looks like a trap.
And the murderer wanted it found. me out. Do, Carl?
Just a minute, because wine and mead.
We have to go back to the counting house. What were you thinking?
Ah, don't be a dry shite. No one will.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am. Huh. Come on, mate. Who would want me dead? Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got... Shit! I've got a tab to settle! Shit!
That might be worth a look.
Downstairs, the glitter gala. Upstairs, the chromatic scale.
A customer. Come, Docker. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums. Flute? No. Lyre. A fellow bard. Oh, might I bend your ear? I've been experimenting with lute strings made of, hear me out, warg hair. Well, you see...
Excited and breathless, time passes in the blink of an eye as the two of you get lost in the intricacies of music.
Goodness, look at the time. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you, but the most delightful chat. Here, a little discount as a thank you. Thank
Don't burn yourself.
All's well that ends. Yeah, not as bad as it could.
Those clanking great steel watches.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even...
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Bard. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger. I will savor your final breath. My last king, before coming.
No way to run a business, I... Client.
These boots have seen everything.
ranks.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
To my sacrament. How fortunate.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Time to strike.
Cutting to the chase.
Ready for another round? Count on me.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Moving.
I will ascend.
I smell blood. Want another?
up in your grave, brigand!
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Boom!
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly? Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today? Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion...
Pacemaker fashion.
Stories, get them right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
Is this what the city is coming to? A man cannot stroll the thoroughfare without being
Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecack.
Are you looking to get
To think that I'm both
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? See you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. You have? I would love to hear your conclusions, but it would not feel right to do so without my research partner. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeloum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeloum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeloum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.